Have you ever felt an unsettling awareness that you're merely a character in someone else's story? Each morning you rise, don your daily mask, and follow the script laid out by society. Family expectations, work obligations, the relentless march of routine. Yet, beneath this performance lies a whisper, an anxiety that gnaws at your core, revealing a haunting truth: something is fundamentally amiss. This feeling, a betrayal of your own identity, resonates deep within the human experience. Carl Jung called it the shadow, the parts of ourselves we suppress, the hidden desires and impulses that, when ignored, can lead to a descent into darkness. Our journey today takes us into the chilling realms of horror and humanity as we unravel the true story behind one of cinema's most notorious villains, Norman Bates from Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. But this exploration is not merely about fear, rather, it invites us to confront the shadows lurking within our own lives and the consequences of neglecting our authentic selves. In a quiet Wisconsin town during the early 20th century, a man named Ed Gein lived a life steeped in tragedy and isolation. His formative years were dominated by an oppressive relationship with his mother, a woman whose control shaped his very existence. She was a fervent believer in strict moral codes, instilling in him a sense of guilt that became his constant companion. Following her death, Gein retreated into his dilapidated farmhouse, a place filled with bizarre relics and macabre trophies taken from the deceased. This transformation echoes Jung's notion of the shadow, the parts of ourselves that we are too afraid to confront. As Gein's psyche fractured under the weight of grief and repression, his actions grew increasingly grotesque. He exhumed bodies from nearby graveyards, crafting a chilling collection of human remains in a desperate attempt to fill the void left by his mother's passing. This descent into madness serves as a chilling allegory for the struggle against our internal demons, illustrating how unresolved pain can manifest in terrifying ways. Just as Paulo Coelho's The Alchemist tells the tale of Santiago's quest for treasure, Gein's life illustrates an inward journey gone awry, a quest for identity that spiraled into chaos and horror. Norman Bates embodies this duality, the innocent facade hiding a tortured soul. In him, we see the archetype of the mother, representing authority and control, as well as the victim, crushed under the weight of expectation. Each character in Gein's story mirrors our own fears and desires, a stark reminder of what happens when we neglect our inner truths. As we delve deeper into Norman's psyche, we uncover the stages of his transformation, from a young boy seeking approval to a man consumed by shadows. Each experience he faced was an initiatory ritual, leading him to become both perpetrator and victim. The tragic irony is that Norman's journey was not about power, it was about profound loss, the loss of self amidst an overwhelming need for validation. What lies beneath this chilling narrative is a stark reality. Norman Bates is not merely a monster born from fiction, he represents our collective struggle against repression and fear. The treasure hidden within his story is a cautionary tale about the consequences of ignoring one's true self. It reminds us that those shadows we keep at bay can manifest in ways we least expect. Imagine for a moment that your life is a theater. Each day you play a role scripted by others, parents, society, expectations. You wear a mask that conceals your true identity. But what happens when the curtain falls? When the lights dim and the audience leave, who are you without the performance? This question haunts us all. Norman Bates, too, is trapped in this theater of existence. His mother's voice echoes in his mind, directing: if you're enjoying this, consider liking the video and subscribing for more insights. His actions even after her death. The shadows of his past loom large, suffocating his ability to embrace his true self. In this way, he becomes a tragic figure, a reflection of our own struggles with authenticity. His story unfolds like a dark fairy tale, one where the hero becomes the villain through a series of misguided choices. Each step he takes further entangles him in the web of his own making. The path to self-discovery becomes a treacherous descent into madness, illustrating the perilous journey many face when they ignore their inner truth. As we reflect on Norman's descent into darkness, we must ask ourselves, are we allowing our own shadows to dictate our lives? Are we playing roles that no longer serve us? The journey towards self-acceptance requires courage. The courage to confront our fears and embrace our true self. In the heart of Gain's story lies a chilling reminder: the human psyche can harbor unimaginable darkness. His life serves as not just a cautionary tale, but a mirror reflecting our own fears and desires. It compels us to consider what we bury deep within ourselves, the wishes unfulfilled, the identities unclaimed. The treasure hidden within this narrative lies in the lessons it imparts about the importance of acknowledging our shadows and confronting them with compassion and understanding. As we conclude this exploration into the haunting origins of Norman Bates, remember this: every gripping narrative invites us to reflect on our own lives. The journey doesn't end with an answer, it continues with new questions about who we are and who we might become. Will you continue playing the role that was given to you, mere reflection of others' expectations? Or will you dare to confront your own shadows and write your own story? The real-life stories that inspired Norman Bates remind us that the human psyche can be as complex as it is dark. So, the next time you revisit Psycho, take a moment to ponder not just the horror on screen, but the haunting truths that shaped it. What stories are hidden in plain sight around us? How well do we really know the people in our own lives? Dive deeper, stay curious, and let those questions linger. After all, the most chilling tales often lie just beneath the surface. Each layer peeled back reveals not just the darkness of one man's psyche, but also the shadows lurking within us all. The line between fiction and reality often blurs in unsettling ways. So, as you watch Psycho, consider how much of our understanding of horror is shaped by real-life figures like Ed Gein. What do these stories reveal about our fears and vulnerabilities? If you found this exploration into the dark corners of inspiration intriguing, share your thoughts in the comments. Let's keep this conversation alive. Who knows what other chilling truths we might uncover together? The journey continues. There are always more layers waiting to be unveiled. As we peel back the layers of Norman Bates, we uncover not just a character, but a reflection of the complexities of the human psyche, shaped by real-life events that are as unsettling as they are fascinating. So, next time you revisit Psycho, consider what lies beneath the surface, not just in the film but in all of us. How does our understanding of these dark inspirations alter the way we view fear, empathy, and even ourselves? Dive into that thought and let it linger a while. And if you found this exploration intriguing, don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. What other characters do you think have real-life stories worth uncovering? As we peel back the layers of Norman Bates and the real-life figures that inspired him, it's fascinating to consider how deeply our fears and obsessions can shape our reality. Next time you find yourself drawn into a story of psychological intrigue, take a moment to reflect on the fine line between fiction and the darker corners of human nature. What do you think drives someone to the edge? Dive into the comments below and share your thoughts. Let's unravel this mystery together. And remember, the most chilling tales often remind us of the complexities that lie within us all. The shadows may be daunting, but they also hold the key to understanding ourselves in ways we have yet to explore. In confronting these shadows, we may find not just horror but also healing, a profound journey towards authenticity in a world that often demands conformity. So let us embark on that journey together, illuminating the dark corners of our minds and hearts with understanding and compassion. As we peel back the layers of Norman Bates' chilling persona, it's clear that the line between fiction and reality can sometimes blur in the most unsettling ways. The stories of those who inspired him remind us that the human mind can harbor both creativity and darkness. So next time you dive into a classic thriller, take a moment to ponder the real, life shadows that lurk behind the scenes. What do you think drives someone to embody such a complex and haunting character? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's explore this unsettling intersection of reality and imagination together.